Hi, Debbie Holloway here. So excited about our conversation today because our conversation last week, wow, what great responses. I was so impressed. A lot of people got a lot out of the 9 tips for a changing real estate market, which, by the way, what we talk about doesn't have to just be real estate. It can be anything. What I want to talk to you about today, though, is in a market that's changing, as it is for everyone, consider this. The more you have strong relationships with those who can refer people to you, your past clients, your centers of influence. So I did a little research and I came up with, and I think maybe there's 6 things here, 5 or 6, on tips for building a good referral relationship. We all want people to think of us. Like my husband's running for county judge in our county, and he wants people to remember him. And there's several things that he's doing that I think are great things everybody can do. But this, I'm speaking to anyone in any business. And the first thing is choose quality over quantity. Think about this. Seek out other successful people who could be referral partners for you. Referral partners, not somebody that you say, give me business, but you call them up and say, hey, you're in a business that works from referrals. How can I help you? Because that's a great way, in my opinion, to start to build a good quality referral partnership. And for real estate, for many businesses, attorneys, financial planners, contractors, CPAs, there's so many. Building relationships with the stars of other businesses and other industries, that's going to help you. And they're going to create far more value for your business than just hoping you can find somebody that wants to do something. The second thing I wrote down was build rapport. When you meet these people, learn all you can about them. I think I've mentioned this on a previous call. I did a thing called the monthly mentor interviews where I took like the big dogs of the community. Once a month, I took somebody to lunch. I had a list of questions that I would ask them. And none of it had to do with real estate. I just simply called and said, hey, I've seen you've done a great job in building the Blue Cross Blue Shield company here. And I'm in the process of building my business and would love to ask you some questions. And it was all just simple questions. What's the best book you've read? What are you reading now? How did you handle turmoil when you were growing? What's the best thing you did? What's the worst thing you did? Just things like that, guys. But you have to build rapport. You have to understand them as well. What are things that they're passionate about? The guy that headed up Blue Cross Blue Shield was passionate about golf. Now, he became a huge client just from my luncheon that I did. And like 30 people in a year he sent me. So we flew him and his wife and us to the Greenbrier Resort on a private plane, played a golf all weekend, and brought him back. That was a huge thing to do to get more business. So find out what they're passionate about and make sure your conversation is around some of that. Be professional. Do your homework before you meet with them. Thirdly, ask and listen. And I think this is a good one. Resist the temptation to talk about you. The more you focus on them and asking open-ended questions, the better they feel about you and the quicker you build rapport. The next one was learn the plan. What's important to your potential partner? Or they may be looking to grow staff. Maybe they're looking to expand their market. Maybe they want to build more relationships, build their lead base. You can't begin to add real value to these kind of referral partnerships unless you understand their goals and their plan. And you think about all you learn, especially if you're in our coaching program, that you can actually take and share with them. Remember, you've got a lot to share as well. And lastly, deliver value. All successful business relationships are built when both parties perceive value. If you want to get a referral, you've got to deliver referrals, right? you can create value for your partners in other ways, like providing them ideas, introducing them to other referral partners, maybe doing some co-marketing. But when the market is changing, there are certain basics that everyone needs to know. And the basics that are always going to be there for you, regardless of the market: past clients and centers of influence, your geo-farm, referrals. I mean, I'm amazed at the number of people in our ecosystem at Tom Ferry that don't utilize the Facebook pages for referrals. I mean, the people that do are getting a lot of referrals. The people that never go on there and ask a question or share something aren't. So I think you've got a great source, and probably you want to sit down and take a look at all the things you're currently doing and saying, where am I not being involved enough to get referrals? Who have I not offered to help with giving them referrals so that I can get some? Just a thought. I think building your potential referral relationships in a changing market is a really important idea. I hope this information helps. You gals have a great week.